Tomorrow, the June monthly awards program drops here in MLB The Show 20. So today I figure I can go over the possible cards that we could be seeing, as well as my predictions, who I think maybe is most likely. So we're going for 600 or more likes in the video. Subscribe if y'all are new. About half of the people who watch the videos are not subs. So if you guys watch, you enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe. On the road to 65,000. If we hit that before July 1st, going to be giving away $100. Feel free to follow on any of those social medias. If you guys want to, use code TWIN on controlfreak.com. Maybe comment down below the June monthly awards players from 19, 18, 17 that you guys would like to see most, as well as who you think is maybe most likely to be seen. Now we're here on the April program. We're going to check out the May one in just a sec, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 players, right? There's 4 kind of lower tier ones, and then the boss, which is the high tier. It was Didi Gregorius for April, and then it was Carlos Correa for May. So I kind of want to take a look at, there's Ryan Zimmerman, a hitter, Patrick Corbin, a pitcher, Tim Anderson, a hitter, Tyler Glasnow, a pitcher, and then of course the hitter for the Lightning one. So there's 2 hitters and 2 pitchers on the lower tier ones. And then we got Brandon Crawford, a hitter, Hector Neris, a pitcher, Derek Dietrich, a hitter, and then Alex Wood, a pitcher, and then a hitter for the final one. So if they're following the same theme in June, I would expect to see 2 pitchers on the lower tier and 2 hitters on the lower tier, with the boss being, of course, a hitter. One thing to keep in mind as well is, 2017, 2019, and then obviously, 2018 cards as well. So for April, there was 1 2017 card, 2 2018s, and 2 2019. And then for May, we have 2 2017s, 1 2018, and 2 2019s. So that makes 3 of these guys so far from 2017, 3 from 2018, and 4 from 2019. So if I had to guess, I would expect, mostly from 2018, 2019, especially since May had 2 from 2017. But I would expect maybe 1 2017, maybe 2 2018, and 2 2019 for the June one. So on the screen right now is hopefully gonna be an image of the 2017 player of the month players from MLB The Show 17, and Gary Sanchez. And I could be wrong throughout this video, like what I say right now might be wrong, and I could be wrong a few more times in this video. Feel free to check me, correct me down in that comment section. But Gary Sanchez, I'm pretty sure his 2017 card is already in the game, so I don't think he's an option. Now we have the gold guys like Jacob Faria, David Hernandez, Mike Zunino, and I just don't know if I could see them making a gold player from a previous player of the month into a diamond. So there's a possibility that they get cards right, but I'm going to be focusing, I think, on the diamonds. So like Jose Ramirez, Chase Anderson, and then Cody Bellinger, who was the boss for the 2017 player of the month awards flashback cards. So while I go over their attributes, I'm probably going to have the cam off just so you guys can easily see everything. So we have Jose Ramirez here. He's the first one we're looking at, and I have 2 thoughts on this. Number one, I feel like it's not likely that we see this card just because there is the 99 finest Jose Ramirez in the Prestige XP reward path. However, that same reasoning why I don't think he'll get one is also why I think he could, because majority of players are not close or are not Prestige XP, right? They're not there, or they're not even close. So for that reason, a lot of people don't have, or will not have for a while, a usable high-level Jose Ramirez card, because his live series is definitely not even close to this or his 99 overall one in 2019, or in 2020, in MLB The Show 20. So I feel like that could be a reason for him to not get one, since he already has that card, but that could be another reason why he might get one. But there's Jose Ramirez. It's a possibility. He's just not going to be one that I'm predicting to get a card. Next up, we have Chase Anderson, a starting pitcher, and I will say my thinking is we're going to see 1 2017, 1 2018, and maybe 2 2019s from the 4, and then we'll see obviously the boss. And another thing to keep in mind is the first boss that we got was Didi Gregorius from 2018, then we got Correa from 2017. So based on that, we're going to be getting a 2019 boss, but at the same time, that doesn't mean, like, just if they're going to be using one from each, but that doesn't mean we'll get a boss from 2019. It's just, it seems like it could be likely. So looking at this Chase Anderson card, I feel like he's a good prediction for who one of the 4 program players will be for the June monthly awards, right? I just feel like he fits the bill. He's a starting pitcher. We're typically getting 2 pitchers, 2 hitters, so there's one of our starting pitchers. He has a sinker, which is good. His velo's pretty high, and I feel like all of that just fits into, you know, the pitchers that they're releasing this year, and having a starting pitcher from 2017, it would fit in from how the other programs have gone so far. So I feel like Chase Anderson could be a good prediction and could be likely to be part of the MLB 20 June Player of the Month flashbacks. Now, if I had to make a prediction for who was going to be the boss, I honestly feel like I might choose this Cody Bellinger card. If I had to predict the boss, I know I was saying, oh, maybe 2019, but if I had to make a prediction for who the boss would be, I would say Cody Bellinger. Obviously, I'm gonna look at the other ones from 2018, 2019, and then make him a more hopefully educated guess. But I feel like Cody Bellinger would be pretty likely, and a lot of people would be happy with him for the program boss for the Player of the Month cards tomorrow. So we're here for the June Player of the Month on MLB The Show 18, and the boss from this one. So this is another, in my opinion, possible boss for the June in MLB The Show 20, right? This is another possible boss. There's Cody Bellinger from 2017. 2018 was Goldie's. And here they are. So looking pretty good. Like I said, when I was looking at Cody Bellinger, I feel like Cody Bellinger would be like the fan favorite, would be who I want, and that's why he's my prediction. But I could see Goldie as well, man. Like, I don't think we have like a better version of of Paul Goldschmidt, right? Like, Cody Bellinger, his live series is already a beast. Obviously would be nowhere near his Player of the Month card, but I feel like Paul Goldschmidt could maybe be more likely than Cody Bellinger, just because I don't think we really have like a high level Paul Goldschmidt card in the game right now. So I think he could definitely be a very real possibility for the boss. I just don't think people would be nearly as happy with Goldie as they would be with Belly. So another card from 2018 is this Jesus Aguilar, and I feel like this could be a possibility for one of the position players for the, you know, the 4 dudes that are part of the program. So we have this Jesus Aguilar. However, it's another first baseman, right? And I just don't know how many first basemen. Like, if the final boss is going to be first baseman, I don't know if they'd be likely to give us, you know, a Jesus Aguilar throughout it, so you have 2 first basemen. It's definitely a possibility, though. And one thing to keep in mind is, so Cody Bellinger was the boss from 17. So that means Jose Ramirez could technically, I think, be part of the 4-player program for 2017. He could be one of those 4 dudes. That's something to keep in mind. But so could this Jesus Aguilar card right here. Now, we do have someone like Max Muncy. He's 83. Like, he could be pushed up to a diamond for the show 20. I don't know if it's likely, and that's why I'm focusing on the diamonds in this video rather than the golds as well. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the last possible diamond that we could be seeing for the June program in 20, but obviously this is from 2018. So we got this Blake Trinan card, and honestly, I feel like he would be likely. So just right now, based on the ones we've looked at, I could see Chase Anderson as one of the pitchers and then Blake Trinan as the other, right? That would give us 2 pitchers. And then for the player program, just based on both of those, you know, you can maybe see a Jose Ramirez and then a Jesus Aguilar, with the final boss being either Cody Bellinger or Paul Goldschmidt. That's what we're looking at right now, but we still need to look at MLB 2019. We still need to look at their June cards. I will say, this Blake Trinan card, I feel like we would be very likely to see this one. I feel like Blake Trinan would fit in well. He has a sinker. He throws gas. He could potentially have the outlier quirk. Like, I feel like this Blake Trinan card would be very likely to be seen in that player program. I would not be surprised at all if this was one of the ones that we did see. So we're here on the June monthly awards players for MLB The Show 19. So it looks like our possibilities are Yordan, Liam Hendricks, Lance Lynn, and then the boss. So this is the other boss. This is Charlie Blackmon. So from 2017, we have Belly. 2018, we have Goldie. And 2019, we have Charlie Blackmon. Now, if I had to make my prediction, I'm going to predict, you know, who I think the 5 players will be at the end. But if I had to make my prediction, this will be the boss we see tomorrow. I don't expect to see Cody Bellinger. I don't expect to see Paul Goldschmidt. I'm expecting to see Chuck Nasty, just because we've gotten 2 shortstops. I'm expecting to see an outfielder. Like Cody Bellinger, I know he plays outfield, but that card was a first base primary, the 2017 one. So if I had to guess, I would expect Chuck Nasty. I want Cody Bellinger, but I feel like the order that they would do it, it would be like most likely is Charlie Blackmon, second most likely is Goldie, and then least likely, in my opinion, would be Cody Bellinger. But I would love to see Cody Bellinger. I just feel like Charlie Blackmon might be the most likely, and I'm definitely curious to see down in the comment section who you guys think would be the most likely for the boss of the program coming out tomorrow. But I feel like it's going to be Charlie Blackmon. Now we have Yordan Alvarez. I would love to see a Yordan card, man. Like, I love his live series card. So I would love to see this player of the month flashback Yordan as a left fielder, man. I just think that'd be awesome. And I feel like he'd be a great fit for one of the 4 players in the program for that comes out tomorrow. Next up, we have Liam Hendriks. He's a closing pitcher, 4-seam slider, curve, and 2-seamer. I think we could very well see him. You know, I think it's a very real possibility. However, if we're going to see a relief pitcher, I would honestly think it might be that Blake Trinan instead of Liam Hendriks. I feel like Blake Trinan would just fit in a little bit better and would be more usable than this card. Next up, we have Lance Lynn, a starting pitcher card. I could see him. I just almost feel like the Chase Anderson from 2017 is a little bit more likely. But, you know, Lance Lynn, I could very well see this card being in that player program. I'm definitely curious to hear your guys' predictions, but here's another possibility for one of the 2019 June monthly awards cards. Next up, we have DJ LeMahieu, okay? So he's the final one from June, and he is also part of my predictions. So we have DJ LeMahieu, second base, but here's the important part in my opinion, okay? He has a first, third, and shortstop primary. So I feel like this is a good card, decent fielding, decent hitting, just well-rounded, but also plays all the infield positions. So if you already have a second baseman, you could put him at first or third or short. So I feel like this would be a great card for them to do because a lot more people can use him rather than someone like Jesus Aguilar from 2018 where he only plays first base, right? I feel like this is just a much more usable card and would be a better choice for them. So just to recap, and I'm sorry if this video was all over the place. It's weird going from game to game, and I definitely might have forgotten, you know, a player. I hope I didn't, but there's a chance I did. But keep in mind, it's, you know, players that are in the game in 20. They're in the game. They have like a live series card in 20. Are the ones that are going to be eligible for this, right? So from 2017, and I'll focus on the diamonds only. There's gold players like that Max Muncy I showed you guys, but we're focusing on the diamonds only, okay? So from 2017, we had Jose Ramirez and Chase Anderson for 2 potential program dudes, and then Cody Bellinger was the boss, okay? And they could very well make like that Jose Ramirez a boss. I just feel like they wouldn't make someone who wasn't a boss the boss for this one, but I'm really not sure. And then 2018, we had Goldie was the boss, and then we also had Jesus Aguilar and Blake Trinan for the program. 2019, Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon was the boss, and then we had Lance Lynn, DJ LeMahieu, Yordan Alvarez, and Liam Hendriks as well. So for my predictions, and I'm hopefully going to show their card art on the screen, keep in mind we have 4 players, okay, as part of the program, and then one of them's the boss, right? Like Didi Gregorius and Correa were the bosses of these, and then they had 4 other players. And if I'm not mistaken, each one has had 2 position players and 2 pitchers. Plus, obviously, the boss who's been a position player. I don't know if there's ever been a Lightning boss who was a pitcher. But either way, my predictions are going to have 4 players for the program, like the initial dudes. And 2 of them are going to be position players. 2 will be relievers, and then the final boss. So, for my position players, I'm predicting Yordan Alvarez and DJ LeMahieu. At first, it was Yordan and then Jesus Aguilar. But I just thought DJ LeMahieu was a little bit more likely for an infielder because he can play, like I said, second, first, third, and short. He can play every infield spot, where I'm pretty sure that Aguilar card can only play first base. So I feel like from a content standpoint, DJ LeMahieu would just be a better option for them to choose. That's why I'm predicting LeMahieu as one of them. I feel like he'd be better because he's more usable by more players. He can play any of those infield spots, right? You know, the corners or the middle. He can obviously not catcher, but he can play third, short, second, or first. That's the point I'm trying to make. So I have DJ LeMahieu and Yordan Alvarez. Okay, those are my 2 position players for the 4. And then my pitchers are Blake Trinan, a closing pitcher, and Chase Anderson, a starting pitcher, okay? So the other pitchers I could have chosen were Lance Lynn and Liam Hendriks. And with Lance Lynn, I just feel like more people would use Chase Anderson because I think his velo's a little bit higher and he has a sinker. And sinkers are just nasty this year. They're giving everybody sinkers. So I feel like Chase Anderson would be a better option and would be more usable than the Lance Lynn card. So we're going with him. And then Blake Trinan over Liam Hendriks is kind of the same thing, man. More velo and he has a sinker. I just feel like Blake Trinan would be more usable and would be a better card than a Liam Hendriks. So for the 4 players, for the program players before the final boss, okay, I have Yordan Alvarez, DJ LeMahieu, Blake Trinan, and Chase Anderson as my predictions. Now for my final boss prediction, my options are Cody Bellinger, Paul Goldschmidt, or Charlie Blackmon, and I'm going with Charlie Blackmon. I feel like he's just a little bit more likely. Cody Bellinger already has a usable live series diamond. He's really good. I don't know if they would give him a high overall card, at least just yet. I wouldn't be surprised to see one later on, but I feel like right now Charlie Blackmon is more likely than Cody Bellinger, and I think people would be kind of upset if they gave it to Paul Goldschmidt. You know, that you have Cody Bellinger, Charlie Blackmon, and Paul Goldschmidt. I feel like majority of the people, even as a Cardinals fan, I know he was on the D-backs back then, but even as a Cardinals fan, right, I would rather see Charlie Blackmon or Cody Bellinger than Goldie. And I feel like Blackman's a little bit more likely to see. Even though I'd rather see Belly, I feel like Blackman's a little bit more likely than Cody Bellinger. So my predictions should be on the screen. I'm hoping their card art's on the screen and everything. We have Charlie Blackmon for my final boss prediction. Jordan, DJ LeMahieu, Blake Trinan, and Chase Anderson are my predictions. I'm definitely curious to hear who you guys think are going to be your predictions down in that comment section. My brain's all over the place. It's hard to talk sometimes, and these cards come out tomorrow. I'm excited to see if my predictions are accurate or if we're completely wrong and go 0 for 5. Hopefully this video was pretty easy to follow. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed it. I had fun making this. It was definitely different from my normal content, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm excited to see who the players are actually going to be. If I got any of them right, all of them right, probably not, but I'm excited to see who they're going to be and work towards earning those cards. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment anything down below. Feel free to follow on any of those social medias, all that good stuff. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace out.